Hi, I'm Jenny, and today's video is going to be about hot takes, the watch edition, so let's get started. A hot take is basically a piece of commentary or opinion that is likely to cause controversy or is an unpopular one. So for example, let me give you my hot take. I think the Rolex Submariner looks better on a jewelry bracelet. So after I saw a post on Instagram about watch hot takes, I thought let's see what you guys on YouTube here have to say. And there was quite a lot. So here it is, your hot takes about watches and my humble take on them. So here comes the first one, and it says, specs should be on the back of the case and not on the dial. You know, honestly, that does sound like it would actually be a good idea, at least for some of the dials, because I think a great example here is Moser with their clean looking dials. They sometimes don't even have their logo on it, and I think it works really well because that way you really get an unobstructed look on the dial and the finishing overall. And I mean, we also have Nomos who put their specs on the edge of the case back. So yeah, an interesting hot take, and I would rate this one with an impressed nod. So here goes the next one. I say that scratches and dents add character to my watch. Deep inside, I am weeping. And you know what? I am totally with you on this, because I really like to convince myself that all these scratches that end up in my watch, they add character and they tell a story. But honestly, deep down, I am freaking screaming whenever I bump my watch into something. And I mean, it's not as bad when the watch is already old or pre-owned and you can already see that there has been some scratches in it. But putting in the first scratch into a brand new watch, that's just brutal. So I rate this hot take with a crying face emoji because that one really hit hard. Okay, so the next one is a combination of two, and it goes, hating Rolex is now more annoying than being a Rolex fanboy. And then someone commented on it and said, flash news, hating Rolex haters is more annoying than being a Rolex hater. You know, that hot take made me realize how much of a hypocrite I am, because the first part I totally agree with, but then I also agree with the second one as well. I get really annoyed by people judging or belittling others by what they like, which is automatically what people do who hate those who hate Rolex, and I guess we all just suck. So I do rate this hot take with a 10 out of 10 in the truth hurts department. Okay, let's get straight for the next one. And the next one goes, the Hublot Big Bang is actually quite nice. People just won't admit it because it's based off the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore. No. Just no. And you can get another hot take from me here. I think the Royal Oak Offshore is tacky. So I rate this with the disappointed puppy meme. And we're going to dive right into the next one, and it says, also, the Hulk, Kermit, and Root Beer are all ugly, and AP is a one-hit wonder. So this one might get me divorced because I absolutely agree with you on the Root Beer part. Probably one of the ugliest Rolex models ever made. Though my husband loves it though, and so thank you for bringing that up again. Actually, the AP part, it reminds me of that, maybe some of you know this one. There's this meme, and it has been done ages ago. It's a very crude drawing of a guy lying on the floor, like almost dying, and a bird that flies on top trying to hold him up. And the guy has AP written on him, and on the bird it says Royal Oak. So yeah, that's funny. So yeah, I rate this hot take with a thank you sticker for putting me in the doghouse for a night for making me say that about the Root Beer. Okay, next hot take. And it goes, this is the last generation of luxury watch owners. It'll be all over in 40 years. I have to say that's a sad hot take. My first instinct was to go like, oh hell no. But honestly, who knows what's going to happen in the next couple of years? There's been so much change in the past 2 decades. Honestly, I have no idea how the watch industry is going to turn out in the next 40 years' time. Hell, I don't even know how it's going to turn out in the next 10 years even, I would say. But I'm sure there's always going to be some diehard fans. They're just going to sit around in their flying Teslas and admiring their now vintage bad girls on a holographic strap or something like that. So I rate this hot take with a 2 out of 5 sad Keanu memes for making me think about my own mortality and reminding me that I'm going to be 70 in 40 years time. Thanks for that. So the next one is very short and it goes, you only need one watch. And I absolutely disagree with you on it because it just hurts too much to admit that you are probably right about this. So we're gonna go right to the next one. And that one says, leather on divers watches are stupid. Stop trying to make your dive watch look classy and sophisticated. Just dress more classy and sophisticated. And that one actually made me laugh out loud because I was sitting on my computer and scrolling through your comments and I read that one and I was like, yeah, I absolutely agree with you on this one. And I was wearing my Black Bay 58 on the leather strap and I felt like a complete idiot. But I guess I have to say that technically speaking, wearing a diver on a leather strap makes no sense because of all the water, you get it wet. But honestly, I feel with any kind of watch, a leather strap feels the most natural. It's kind of the most natural way of wearing something on yourself. And I mean, it's also more comfortable that way. But anyways, you get an angry looking Jenni Elle thumbnail for that because you indirectly called me stupid. So last but not least, we have full patina isn't as bad as everyone thinks it is. People like to trash it because it's cool to do so. Watches with patina just have different character aspects that we should appreciate. Nah, buddy. Just full patina is weird, and I don't mean off-white coloring. I don't have a problem with that personally. But full patina reminds me of these weird trend from a couple of years ago. Like really a couple of years ago when Converse tried selling these worn-looking Chuck Taylors to people. What the actual hell was that about? I don't know. Why would I want to spend the same amount of money on a shoe that has been made to look like it has been worn for decades? And I think the same goes for the full patina on watches. Because if I wanted something that would look old, I would just get something that is old and save the money and go for a vintage piece. With an authentic patina. So I rate this hot take with a 9 out of 10 Longines military watches. Okay, so those were your hot takes, and I have to say some of these were truly on fire, and I really loved reading through your hot takes in the comments. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments what your hot take is. I'm excited to see what you guys have to say. And if you like this video, a more fun and light-hearted video, make sure to give this one a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.